Zeus King, Kru Chris, Clodfelter, welcome back to the show. Once again, 8 Points Muay Thai fitness in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Coming off the big Glory Istanbul wins. Just incredible night of fights.
Glory always does an amazing job. They really have set the standard for combat sports, in my opinion. You know, they're just really giving us, give the crowd what we want to see.
Yeah, and
exciting
one-night tournaments. Nowhere else in combat sports can you get to see one-night tournaments every show.
Exactly.
And they're even smart enough to put in the reserve bouts, so in case a winner can't advance, they've got somebody to step in and fight for the title, the championship, whatever's going on that
And
day.
speaking of tournament bouts, the guys from the Sigma Chai Gym have been really impressive. Hornsone actually just fought in Thailand, and he put on a clinic, put on another show, and then with the other Sigma Chai fighter fighting in Glory, man, he just dominated and showing true Muay Thai in the kickboxing scenario, scenario. So I was just exceptionally proud of his debut, man. It looked really good.
And that's the great thing is Glory is saying, even though we're more of a Western style kickboxing, we acknowledge that Thailand has great fighters, just like they acknowledge that Brazil has great Muay Thai fighters. And they're bringing in guys from around the world to showcase everybody under their banner. It's just not everybody that fights for Golden Glory. It's everybody from around the world.
They've set the standard, and I really feel like we're coming along, with the next 2 or 3 years. We're really, looking forward to them to take the #1 slot in combat sports, especially with the tournament coming up, man. Always pull for Joe Schilling. Anytime he fights, man, I'm always pulling for Joe Schilling.
Very exciting, middleweight tournament.
Very exciting for this tournament. Yeah.
That's going to be really exciting. Melvin Manhoef, of course, Artem Levin is going to be, he was the final member just announced in that roster. Melvin Manhoef returns to kickboxing.
Yeah.
He's going to be in
and we'll see if the layoff. We'll see if the layoff is hurting. You know, he's an aggressive fighter, but he's had some downward slumps in MMA.
He's got a lot of boxing style.
He does, and he's an aggressive fighter, which is what Glory wants to see. So we'll see. We'll see if he can put it together. We're taking a little bit of layoff from kickboxing, so we'll see if he can put it together.
Yeah.
But the big thing we want to talk about is the tournament.
Light heavyweight world title tournament.
And Saki showed his heart. He showed true class in the fights. He really won a lot of fans with his performance in class, with the way the Strong fight turned out. But I'm always, anytime Nathan Corbett fights, I always pull for Nathan. I've been following him for a long time, and he's been one of my inspirations in my own Muay Thai career. But I'm just really, Saki really,
he
brought his A game.
Devastating. He was really devastating. He really showed that he's that kind of guy that can turn it up, especially in Istanbul, in his home. He's damn near unbeatable. So really incredible. What he did to Nathan Corbett in the first round, they were slugging it out. He stunned Corbett a couple times, but as the last, closing 30 seconds or so went down, he caught him with a nasty overhand hook. And we're going to show the breakdown of how those fights ended here in just a few minutes. But it was a nasty rupture to the ear and the eardrum of Nathan Carnage Corbett. And he said after the fights, it was kind of scary, travel around Istanbul in the middle of the night trying to find somebody to fix his ear.
And then with the Spong fight, Saki showed class. He showed what Muay Thai, what kickboxing, what true martial arts is about class. Something you don't see in some of the other events, especially some of the MMA events. But Saki was just very impressive with Spong, throwing the kick, breaking his shin, and then Saki just showing true class. He was truly hurt and devastated that it turned out that way. Nobody wanted that, but I really, just feel like it really made Glory look even better with the type fighters they choose. So.
I mean, that's a true champion to say, when he brought his hands up and he was like, oh my God, he's hurt badly, and he just went to comfort him. He went to comfort Spong. He didn't give a damn that the ref was like, no, you got to let me count this out. And he's like, no, this is my opponent. This is my co-fighter, and he's not going to lay here like this, without somebody letting him know that it's going to be, that I'm here for him. So just a tremendous show of respect, and the love. It's like you talk about some of your best friends, were the guys that you go to.
Guys that I love. Yeah, exactly.
And was incredible. Daniel Ilunga, who I told everyone to watch out for the last several weeks, Daniel Ilunga, one of the top light heavyweights in Glory, won the reserve bout, destroyed Stoica, took big punches from him, and returned that nasty and knocked him out with a great punch. Set himself up as clearly the #1 contender for the light heavyweight title. So Gokhan Saki will certainly have to, barring some kind of an injury, he's going to have to put that title on the line in a 5-round fight with Ilunga, and it should be an incredible event for that. So we also have one of the fighters getting ready for a fight.
Yeah, we have some big fights coming up. May 17th here in our hometown, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. There's a huge fight going on. One of our pro fighters here has been my training partner for a long time. Michael Stevens, he trains with us, and also he trains down at Tampa Muay Thai when he's down in Florida. Mike is a great training partner, good friend of mine, one of my best friends, and he's fighting former Ultimate Fighter seasoned vet Jordan Rinaldi. And the main event at the Ring of Dreams here at the Big Convention Center, it's going to be coming up May 17th, so you definitely don't want to miss that. Also, Caleb Hunter, one of our amateur fighters here, just coming off his WKA tournament win, Thai boxing win. He's going to be jumping into the MMA arena for the first time, so he's going to be taking his Muay Thai skills and putting on the test in MMA, and we're really excited about that. They're both training hard. They got about 3 weeks left, hard training camp, and so we're excited to see how those fights turn out. So we'll be definitely keeping you up to date on that.
Definitely excited. And make sure and check out, go to FridayNightFights.com and check out the last fight. You can see Michael Boss Stevens and his 5-round domination. Just all night long. If you want to see great Muay Thai technique, Michael Stevens did it all night long. So finally, we want to get into a couple of seminars coming to do.
I'll be traveling around doing seminars myself. I'm going to be at the New Roman Sports here coming up May 10th. I'll be there from 2 to 4 doing a Muay Thai seminar, and then my jiu-jitsu professor Rick Street will be here May 3rd from 12 to 2 doing a Brazilian jiu-jitsu seminar. So definitely, if you're in the area where you're close by us, come on. It's only $30 for the whole seminar, and you can come check it out and get some good techniques.
All right, so next what we're going to do is we're going to show you a breakdown of what happened with Gokhan Saki's 2 big wins from Glory 15 Istanbul. Wow.
Yeah, here you go.
Hi, welcome to 8 Points Muay Thai. I'm Kru Chris Clodfelter, and I'm here with one of our fighters, WK champion Araceli. What we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the breakdown of the 2 fights from Saki's fight. Saki is a huge brawler. He's a very aggressive fighter, and one thing he really likes doing, he can punch straight. He can do straight punches, but he really goes off those loopy punches. He was fighting one of my favorite fighters, Nathan Corbett, and one of the big things that really turned the tide in that fight and really won in that fight was as Nathan was throwing the inside kick, Nathan's hands coming down, Saki's using that brawling ability to come in and land the overhand right on the eardrum. So as he's throwing that left, Saki's coming in, landing that overhand right, and it just landed in the right time, right on the ear, which it's actually a great move to do. As they're coming in, this hand's usually going to be down. So as they're coming in, boom, take the kick, boom, landing the overhand right, smashing the eardrum. Then in his second fight, of course nobody liked to see this, but in the second fight, he used the leg check and checked Spong's right kick, and ended up shattering his shin. There's a couple things I believe went into the shin break. Spong is one of the best kickboxers in the world, man. He's one of the best kickboxers in the world. But even the best kickboxers in the world, when you don't turn your hips over, there's a greater chance to get that leg broke. It's just when you have that impact going horizontal, it's less of a chance. I mean, you can still get your leg broke, but there's less of a chance when that impact is going horizontal and you're turning those hips over versus it going 45-degree angle and it's coming up against the block. Does that make sense? So Spong started out with that inside kick to set it up, hit the inside kick, then immediately threw the right kick to kind of fill out. He threw that right kick almost straight up, so just right there at the leg. Saki almost fell into the block when he's going down. So instead of a regular block, when she kicks my leg, and I'm going a regular check where it's horizontal, Saki was almost going down as Spong's leg was coming up. And the chance for getting that broke is a lot higher. So as that kick comes up, boom, Saki landed that check going down, and then man, Spong was just down on the ground. But like turning this shoulder, she's turning this hip, driving that shin right into my leg. So when I block, one more time, I block horizontal, or I block horizontal so that it goes like this versus where it's coming up and my shin's coming down. So there's less of a chance of getting that leg broken. So, but anyway, for more information on Muay Thai, you can check out 8pointsmuaythai.com, or if you're in the Winston-Salem area, you can stop by here, or in Myrtle Beach, our location, Rolling Sports MB.